Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all make sure you go sub to my man Heavy Bag Boxing, man.
Get your dumb ass in and hit this bag.
The Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all just go ahead and subscribe to Heavy Bag Boxing TV because he be lit on his channel.
And Heavy Bag Boxing.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Yo, shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
What up, YouTube? Big T.O. Heavy Bag Boxing TV, man. If you don't get your goofy ass in here and hit the bag, hit that like button for your boy. That helps the channel. You know, I appreciate that love. Shout out the gang, the bag hitters. Y'all know the count. Special thanks to my guys, Tyree Celestine, D1's Boxing, of course, Sean the Don. Hold the phone. Can't forget Troy Jack. Shout out my Aussie family, Mark Wynn. You know the count, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Facts. All right, Tszyu, in a recent interview, asked about fighting Canelo Alvarez. And of course, man, Canelo's the golden ticket. He's the big opportunity. If you can get that payday and that fight, it automatically propels you to another level. And it stamps a legacy for you if you can, in fact, defeat Canelo Alvarez. So if given that opportunity, majority of all these fighters within the range of his weight class would take that fight. Tszyu being no different. But Tszyu believes he is a little different. He believes he's a young Triple G. Let's go ahead and give Tim a listen real quick.
In between, but Canelo Alvarez.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, like styles make fights. I feel like I'm a young Triple G. You know, I'm a young Triple G, and Canelo did get Triple G at the right time. You know, so. Everyone, I remember all the fans used to always say when Canelo and Triple G were at their peak, who would have won, you know, so, you know, I'm the next young Triple G, I guess.
Oh. And listen, that's saying a lot. Say what you will about Triple G. I believe he's 45-2. His only 2 losses coming to a Canelo Alvarez, and he has a draw. Now, only 1 draw comes to Canelo Alvarez. He did a lot in the sport of boxing. He was the boogeyman for a very long time. He was an extremely exciting fighter. And when you look at the style of a Triple G and a Tszyu, man, you can see a lot of the similarities. Now, I think people will argue that Triple G probably is a little bit more stronger, has a little bit more power than a Tszyu. But, you know, it's still a lot of fights out there to be made for Tszyu and for his power to continue to get better. You know, it's a lot of similarities there. They both have that admiration for the Mexican style of boxing, as both said on several occasions, how they do like that Mexican style of fighting. And for Canelo Alvarez, if this were to happen in the future, which I seriously doubt it, it's just so many targets on Canelo's back. I doubt Tszyu ever gets an opportunity, especially given just how, you know, good I believe Tszyu is. I'm not sure that that's a fight that Canelo would ever look at and take seriously. But knowing Canelo, you just never know. But right now, no real chinks in the armor of Tszyu. But could you kind of say, hey, that would be a matchup, a younger version of Canelo Alvarez, or a Triple G versus a Canelo Alvarez? And he's right. He did get Canelo at the right time, where Canelo was noticeably older. You know, right now Canelo's 33, Triple G's 41. So there's, you know, a 7 to 8 year, 8-ish year age difference, which in the sport of boxing can be a lot. And it's kind of reversed for Tszyu now. I don't want to give you guys the wrong age, but I believe Tszyu is like maybe 27, 28. He could be. Okay, so yeah, Tszyu's only 29. Oh, he's 29 right? So he's 29 years old. It appears he just turned 29 in November. So almost 5 years younger than Canelo Alvarez. I like that matchup. I'm not mad at him calling himself a young Triple G. Again, I can see all of the similarities. And like he says, style does make fights. And I guess the question is, would you like to see a style like Tszyu versus a Canelo Alvarez? But is it realistic as well? Now, I definitely like the stylistic matchup. This is two guys who aren't going to be hard to find each other in the ring. And it'll be more of a pocket fight. I think it'll come down to a skill set of hitting and not get hit in close quarters through the better part of that fight. I don't think that fight probably goes the distance, but I think Canelo Alvarez would have a huge power advantage in that fight as well. As right now, I think he's naturally bigger than Tszyu, but Tszyu has spoken about going up in weight. I guess once the opportunities comes, he also says he feels he has a bigger frame where he could eventually tap out at light heavyweight, and stop his career around light heavyweight. So we'll see what happens as Tszyu believes that he's continuing to grow, and he just might be that big where he'll be challenging guys in the future at light heavyweight. So we'll have to see how that happens for Tszyu. But I definitely, the thought of the fight, I like it stylistically, but realistically, probably never happens. But definitely want to get you guys' thoughts, especially all of my Tszyu fans out there, my Canelo fans. How would you like this? Would you like to see that fight? Do you think that fight's realistic? And who you got winning that fight? That's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Big T.O. Heavy Bag. I'm out of here. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.